The company that makes ChatGPT, OpenAI, was co-founded by Elon Musk and is now primarily backed by Microsoft.
The danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot.
If you're a business owner or employee and you're sharing data with ChatGPT, stop and watch this video first, because Amazon just raised the alarm. They're now warning their employees not to share any confidential information with ChatGPT as a response from the AI closely resembled internal Amazon data. Your information or that of your clients could end up in the hands of a competitor in the form of a generic response to someone's question in future iterations of the AI. Information to a business or an employee is where they derive their financial gain from. But what happens when artificial intelligence shifts the balance of power in terms of who holds and controls that information and puts it into the hands of, well, everyone? It will have seismic shifts for the economy and place greater strain on people who, in a fight to keep their jobs and clients, will have to compete with AI that will evolve to be faster, smarter, and cheaper than them. ChatGPT's CEO is fully aware of what's at stake.
Rather than just put out what the whole industry will have in a few years with no time for society to update, I think would be bad.
Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
Can you? The problem we face, new jobs may not surface quickly enough to make up for the technological earthquake that started to rumble, which could lead to a rapid displacement in the workforce and economy in the coming years. And if you think this is hyperbole, you haven't been listening. 1 million people swarmed the artificial intelligence platform ChatGPT within 5 days. While right now many are giddy with excitement about how it can help them to do their jobs more effectively, and companies salivate at the fact that this could cut employment costs by millions, many fail to realize that they are actively training AI to either partially or fully replace themselves in the future. So what is ChatGPT? Why should you be paying attention? And what is the coming information warfare that we face? I'll cover all of that and more, and even give you a free download to help you prepare now. Put simply, ChatGPT is an endless library with an AI acting like a librarian, but 1,000,000 times faster, flipping through knowledge to answer any question you ask in a way that appears human.
Type in a request and it can write legal documents, software, even school essays.
What takes an employee or a librarian weeks or hours of research takes ChatGPT just seconds. According to a Wharton School professor, ChatGPT successfully passed the final exam for their MBA program. But with these economic shifts, we enter a new era of information warfare and overload that our brains weren't designed to keep up with. Consider this. NATO defines information warfare as the following: controlling one's own information space, protecting access to one's own information, while acquiring and using the opponent's information, destroying their information systems, and disrupting the information flow. While this describes the battlefield, it's not far from the workplace. Business experts and employees protect their information with copyright and trademarks to protect profits. Artificial intelligence can circumnavigate plagiarism by simply changing a few words. While it may not destroy their information systems, it disrupts the flow of their information because it's not just isolated to them anymore, which means their value goes down. In the wrong hands, AI could be used to reverse engineer a competitor's products while making rapid improvements that don't breach proprietary information because their staff has been sharing confidential information with it. And right now, we don't fully understand the limits contained within the AI itself, especially when it comes to Amazon and legal issues that are going to surface in the coming months. MasterCard is already experimenting with AI software that draws on the knowledge of experienced staff to help all workers become better sellers. It sounds great, but at what point will it replace their sales trainers? How can a sales trainer compete with AI that can more efficiently study millions of human interactions in minutes and formulate a brand new strategy that's effective in the current economy? And will any of that information be used in generic answers in ChatGPT in the future? Regardless, we will have a generation of workers and business owners who will have to fight to prove their worth against AI. In fact, it's already happening. In a Facebook group of 50,000 social media managers, a member reported, "I'm starting to have clients ask for reductions in price if I use ChatGPT." On top of this, a site called Do Not Pay has already been called the Uber of legal services. In December, Do Not Pay used ChatGPT to negotiate down an internet service provider's bill successfully. While this sounds exciting, consider this. If an AI like Do Not Pay floods online chat support with tens of thousands of requests in a short period, which it has the capacity to do, companies will have to fight back by replacing humans with AI to keep up, thereby speeding up displacement in the workforce.
What does it mean to displacement, which will be real? After all, there was displacement in the Industrial Revolution.
Microsoft, an investor of ChatGPT, also sees a future in which it's integrated into all of their products, but will it be a closed system to keep your information safe? If not, how effective will it really be? The problem is, right now, like Tesla's autopilot, it needs oversight and safety measures to be put in place. From July 2021 to October 2022, the US Department of Transportation reported that Tesla's autopilot was involved in 474 crashes and were linked to multiple deaths. Even though the information ChatGPT sounds convincing, it's often riddled with mistakes. But we must consider this. Millions are correcting its mistakes. It will only continue to improve rapidly. However, businesses need to be aware the risks they face in working alongside it and working with it, especially with AI negotiating discounts. It has the possibility of making legal, health, and financial decisions we may regret later. Whether we like it or not, Pandora's box has been opened. Without regulations, it's the Wild West. The question is, how do you compete when the balance of information shifts and it devalues your current products or services? I believe there will be certain sectors that won't be able to compete. They will become either an AI operator or get displaced. At the moment, ChatGPT can process and understand information faster than a human, but it doesn't always have the same level of understanding and context as a human brain does, although some of its responses are shocking. For others, now is the time to start considering your future, and I've got a free download to help you below. But first, start by asking yourself the following questions. What does your job or business look like in a world in which AI can do it better than you and your staff? If you are in information services, such as a social media manager, customer service rep, copywriter, attorney, or even a psychiatrist, what will your new value proposition be? How will you manage the influx of information you will be flooded with just to try and stay ahead? And the big one, how will you break through and compete without burning out? The bottom line is this: the greatest skill of the 21st century you need to succeed is focus. The focus to stay up to date and adapt. Those who can't focus will be the ones that drown or get lumped with the task of just hitting the approval or rewrite button on the content that AI has produced. The amount of information online has already surpassed our brain's ability to process it. This change just adds fuel to the fire. For some, it will be incredible. For others, it's going to be rough. But your first step is to download the free download below that will help you to prioritize what you need to focus on right now to prepare for the future that we're now living in.